going to talk about hope. And as we enjoy this event, let us remember that our gathering is more than just a celebration of life, of growth, of success, of achievement. It has a greater purpose to foster and further a mission begun 29 years ago by SFHDC's founding mothers and fathers. And that mission is to foster economic stability by providing all people with equal access to affordable housing, safe, vibrant neighborhoods that offer jobs, goods, and services, and all the other things that people need to flourish.
And when you talk about hope and a vision, from a kid I had a vision. I'm the eldest of 10. I grew up as a very poor kid in the South, but I had a vision when I was a kid. I wanted to be an artist. I used to look at airplanes flying overhead, and I say, one day I'm gonna be on one of them planes. And I had a vision, and I followed my vision. And I wanna say, thank y'all for doing a good job as helping people and helping the development and housing. Thank you so much.
We are acutely aware that the most alarming statistic of all is that African Americans continue to be displaced from the city at an alarming rate, with now fewer than 50,000 African Americans living in a city of over 850,000 people, less than 5% of the population.
I actually live in Atlanta now. I can't afford to live in San Francisco still. Which is, I mean, we can laugh about it, but it's not, it's sad. It's like I grew up, I am the woman that I am because I grew up on the streets in Hunters Point.
I think that from all sides, from people who are just about building more to those who are highly focused on who the housing is for, I think there's a recognition that we have a duty to provide housing for everyone who wants to live in San Francisco. And so there are lots of solutions that people are beginning to agree on, and I'm optimistic that we will be in a place where we'll be able to house everyone soon in the city.
Organizations like this one, which also works to raise consciousness around the importance of affordable housing at the levels of the community, at the levels of policy, the levels of government, are so important. So I'm encouraged by that, and I think that continue to raise that awareness with events like this one, with work like San Francisco Housing Development Corporation does. That's enough to give me hope right there.
So let me start with the work, which I think is great and important. I have a very long relationship with SFHDC since about 1990 when I started in the Mayor's Office of Community Development. And I got to know SFHDC for their work on affordable housing. And then for the last 15 years, I've known them through their work on both affordable housing and on financial counseling and education. I've been a funder in my time at the Walter and Elise Haas Fund. And I think David is doing a great job and his staff. I'm very proud of their work. And I'm very honored to be being honored by them tonight.
I think there's a lot of great work that's going on. I think that we're taking some very important steps forward, and most importantly, I think there's a real resiliency to the residents of San Francisco. People are very committed to the community, to building community here, building their homes, and I think that by bringing that together and the work that SFHDC does to help bring the community together really helps to elevate that ability for the community to respond collectively, which is really what it's going to take. We need all hands on deck to be able to deal with this housing crisis and to be able to stabilize our neighborhoods and help preserve the parts of the city that we love, while also walking into the future and embracing all the innovation and new opportunity that comes in the future as well.
Our clients guide everything that we do programmatically, and they embolden our advocacy every day, which is really to say that they renew our sense of hope. Today, this type of hope does not emanate from Washington, D.C., and yet it lives and breathes anew in the Bayview Hunters Point, in the Fillmore District, in the Tenderloin, in Visitation Valley, in Potrero, in all of San Francisco, and indeed in all of us. This hope inspires and motivates us all to act. This hope unites us in action. This hope surmounts all obstacles and creates a world where everyone will have equal access to what this precious life of ours has to offer. And we will not stop working until hope's promise is fulfilled. Why? Because our hope springs eternal. And our hope springs eternal because ultimately, we humans have the capacity to care about one another, to support those less fortunate than ourselves, and to collaborate in order to overcome conditions that are standing in the way of economic opportunity and success for everyone. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. We are honored to have you at our side and on our side in this quest for true equity. Thank you.